Hi friends, I am Krishna Mohan. So today we are going to continue the session on the print functions. Print function. Okay, that is what is the output function. Okay, this is the second class. So I am using PyCharm. Okay, so here this is the PyCharm editor. Okay, already I have shown you how to create a file and all. Okay, we have already discussed about the print with no arguments. Okay, and the print with the string as the arguments. Okay, slightly we'll recap it. Okay, so if you are using print with the string as the argument, so how you have to use print? Sorry, print with the string. Okay, or okay, this is what is the string which I have given in. Okay, and so to concatenate the two strings, so suppose I will be taking another string. I am taking a string within a variable. Okay, suppose a is equal to uh, my friend is. Okay, now I wanted to print my friend is Satya. So how I have to do it? Okay, Satya is there, my friend is there in a variable, okay, of str type. So this is also a string. I am concatenating two strings. This is also concatenation of two strings. For concatenating two strings I have to use plus operator. Okay, I will run it. See here, these two strings have been concatenated. Okay, uh, this is what is the print with string as an argument. Okay, and I have told a print with no arguments. Okay, so if I am using, suppose, uh, okay, I am commenting it. Suppose this is the method. Okay, I wanted to print Krishna and so Satya and Mohan. Okay, we can use double quotes, all the single quotes. Okay, double quotes, Mohan. So what will be the output? Satya will be printed first, and then the next line Mohan will be printed. Let's run it. Okay, if I wanted a line gap, so what I have to use? Print with no arguments. Print with no arguments. It is like println. Okay, in some other languages. Okay, or in Java system.out.println. Okay, it is like that. See here, one line gap is been given. Okay, sir, what, sir? Again, for every time I have to use this print with no arguments if I want a line gap. Okay, is there any other way that inside the print only I can use it? Okay, only one statement. Suppose on one statement also you can use it. Suppose you want Krishna and Mohan. Suppose here Krishna space Mohan, but you wanted to print this Mohan in the next line. So what you have to use? Slash n. Run it. See here. Okay. Again slash n. Will it work? Next line. Right. Okay, so backslash and also you can use it. Okay, if you wanted to print in the next line, or otherwise if you uh, write this print with no arguments, then it will be taken one line blank. Okay, so next thing. Okay, and if you want to print a string with multiple times. Okay, so what I have to do? Sorry, I have to use which operator? Star. So if I wanted to print uh, Krishna multiple times, star, 4 times I wanted to print. So 4. Okay, when I am using a star, there should be a string. The one argument should be a string, and the another should be an integer. We should not use float or a another string. Okay, between two strings we should not keep star. Okay, see here Krishna is being printed multiple times. Okay, this already we have learned. Okay, up to here we have learned it. Okay, now uh, let's go for further thing. Uh, Next is print with uh, multiple variables. Okay, so print with variables or number of variables. Okay, print with number of variables. Let's see print with the means how already we have seen how to concatenate a variable with a string. Okay, how you can concatenate a variable with a string? Suppose a is equal to some 3 or 2 or 3 is there. Okay, so I wanted to concatenate a string with the variable. So what I have to do? Suppose my roll number is okay. My roll number is 3. Like that, I wanted to print. So I have to concatenating. I can't use plus. Okay, or plus is used to concatenate two strings. Okay, not integer with a string. Okay, for that what I have to do is I have to use comma. Okay, comma, sorry, 3 I can write that, otherwise I can mention the variable. 3 is 3 is the value of the object is a. So here see, so this we have already learned. Okay, okay, so we will extend this one. Okay, suppose there are a comma b comma c, three variables, and the values are 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, so if I wanted to give the multiple values, I wanted to give the multiple values in a print method. Okay, so suppose uh, if I wanted to concatenate with mm, our roll numbers are. Okay, if I wanted to print wanted to concatenate multiple values, so what I have to do is comma a comma b comma c. So what will be printed if I will be writing like this, means our roll numbers are 1 space 2 space 3, because comma is there, no separator. So like that it will be printed. See here. Okay, this is how we can use multiple variables in print function. Okay, so sir, every time okay, I have to use it, is it means is there any other way that okay, when I'm using a comma, what is happening is a space is being printed. Okay, if I wanted to get rid of this space, what I have to do? I have to convert this variable to string, and I have to print it. Okay, that is one way. Okay, so okay, we will extend that one in later. Okay, we have already learned that one. Okay, for that what I have to do? I have to convert this a to string. How to convert? Str Okay, like this we have to convert. No, see here. Sorry, and then if you are converting it, then we can use plus over here. है कि नहीं? In the same way, I can do this one also. Okay, I'll print it. See here, the space is taken. Okay, so later we will be doing R&D more on this methods. Okay, so but the important thing which we have to learn is, okay, sir. Here I am getting the space, okay, between these variables, okay, the values of these variables, but I want some other values. I want some other thing to be printed. I want colon to be printed in between these variables. So what I have to do? So sorry. For that, I have to use the SCP attribute. Okay, there are different attributes. Okay, in print method. So what I have to use? Print with print method with what attribute? SCP separator. Okay, so so I am giving SCP. See here. Uh, is there any separator SCP? And is one attribute, SCP is another attribute which are optional attribute. They are not mandatory. Okay, see here, optional. So what I have to do? SCP is equal to, okay, I wanted to separate these variables with semicolon or a colon. Okay, so what I will be doing? I will be using colon and I will be printing it. Save. See here what is been taken. Okay, so we go, it says, I don't want any space but I want colon, so I have mentioned colon. If you will mention any comma, it will be comma will be separator, it will be separated with comma. Okay, this is how. If I don't mention anything means, see here what will be they taken with no space. Okay, so either you can convert it uh, to the string in order to get rid of the space between the variables, or you can use this separator. Okay, so this is one thing, and this is one attribute, and there is another attribute you might have seen while showing the syntax. Well, that is what is end. What is that? End. Print with the attribute, sorry, end. Okay, what is this attribute, sir? Okay, suppose that there are two print methods, print functions. Okay, and there is another method. Okay, so one time you are using double quotes and another time you are using a single quotes there. Okay, okay, because I got a habit of this Java, so double quotes is getting, so it is better to use the single quotes. Okay, right. So there are two methods. Okay, if I run it, Krishna will be printed, then Mohan will be printed in two different lines. Okay, and if you use suppose that there is another sorry, there is another string. Okay, then what it will be printed? How it will be printed? Krishna Satya printed in one line, and Mohan will be printed in another line. See here, Krishna Satya is printed because those two strings have been concatenated. Okay, right. Suppose if I am using comma, can I use comma? Okay, if I use comma means already I told you that a space will be taken. Okay, between two variables. Okay, suppose that sir, I don't want this space sir in between. I want a semicolon in between sir. So what I have to use? I have to use the attribute sep, which is equal to, so here I will mention semicolon. Okay, so between Krishna and Satya, what will be there in spite of space? There will be semicolon. Okay, I will run it. Okay, right sir. Then what is this end sir? Okay, end means at the end of the function, means at the end of this function what you wanted to be printed, that's what is the end. Okay, there is a difference between the separator SCP and end. SCP means whenever there are two variables, okay, in between if you are using comma, okay, means for a separator, okay, but I don't want the space in between the variables. I want something else, that something else should be mentioned in the SCP. Okay, there will be n number of, suppose that there is another variable over here, some a comma b, the two variables. Okay, suppose a comma b is equal to 10 comma 20. Okay, how many arguments are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is an attribute, this is also argument we are passing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and in between these four there will be spaces. Okay, when we print it, but I don't want space, I want semicolon, so I am using attribute SCP and I am giving the value as semicolon. Okay, so see here. Okay, right, or I will be taking some 50. I can take like this also, no? Okay, so okay, well sir, good sir. Okay, then what is this end sir? Okay, so at the end of the statement of the end of this the what you call this statement execution, I wanted to print something, I wanted to say something. Okay, then I have to use end. So here what I will be doing is end as an attribute end. See here, I will be printing end of line. I will run it. See here, of the end it is been printed, it is not been printed in between. Okay, at the end of the statement, at the end of this function, only this is been printed. Okay, if you want, okay, see, run it. This is not visible correctly, no? So what I will be doing is I will be taking this here. Okay, now it is okay, right. So this end is used whenever I wanted to print anything at the end of the line. Suppose for this I wanted to print anything at the end of the this function. So here I wanted to print and is equal to uh, this is the end of the world. Okay, see here how it has been printed. Then sir, why is this not going to the next line, sir? Okay, but why it is not going to the next line? See here, this print, this Mohan is be printed in the same line. That's what is the end. Okay, if I wanted to print the anything without, I don't want to means use this what you called. If I wanted to concatenate two what you called. Functions. Okay, here this is what you call concatenating. We are using the concatenation only. Okay, see, suppose that it is somewhat, if you might be thinking that it is somewhat clumsy over here. So if I use, okay, see, this is from the next line. Okay, this is the there are two print methods. If I am not using and over here, what will happen? It will be printed in the next line. No, see, obviously. See here, it is been printed in the next line. But what I wanted to print in the same line, okay, but there should be a difference between. We have to say that okay, this is the difference. This is belongs to some other state, the other statement, and this belongs to some other statement. Okay, to make that difference, I am giving some value, or sorry, I am giving some string, so that you will be came to know that okay, this is from the other statement. Okay, so most of the time we will be using this end. Okay, separator, okay, we may or may not use it, but this end is very important. Okay, means what is the difference between this end and the SCP? SCP is used to uh, means give some string value in between the variables. Okay, see here, but the end will be giving what you would do instead of printing in the next line. It will be printed in the same line, but to make the difference, to show the difference, this end is being used. Suppose that if I'm using and is equal to, well, only to show the difference. Okay, this belongs to some another line. Okay, okay, the same line it is being printed, right? If I will print another method, another statement, suppose that, okay, where it will be printed in the same line or the next line. Okay, it will be printed on the same line because here also end is there. See here, see here, it is printed in the same line. Suppose if I am taking this end attribute, then see here, I am good is printed in the different line. Okay, if you want to print in the same line, but is it for that? Right, good. I hope you understood this separate SCP and attributes. Okay, thank you for now.